Hello and welcome everybody back to the channel again. This is Thomas I am Lucky, bringing you more Patriots franchise season 2. As you can see, we're the 1 seed. We're ahead of the Ravens and the Raiders, who are also 3-0. I know we have to play the Ravens this year, and if I'm being honest, I'm not worried about them. I I think I think we're due for a fluke loss. I think we'll have one sometime in the season. But I'm gonna be real. I'm feeling really damn good with this team. I think weeks 1 and 2 looked a lot closer than we were. Like, we were the reason why it was close, not them. Maybe in the case of the Bills, we did let up 270-ish yard touchdowns, which is not ideal. But we're going into week 4 against an 0-3 Cleveland Browns team. And I'm going to be real. I am just ready to keep destroying everything in our path. We're doing pretty good defensively. Obviously, passing. I don't know what we need to do better, but I'm okay with allowing a ton of passing yards if I can just score more than them. So that's going to be the game plan. A weekly strategy: run outside. Jerome Ford's the top threat. Interesting. For this, throw it short over blitz counter. They blitz. So they're running a coverage 63% of the time, 62. And then the other, these numbers don't exactly add up. All right, I think for right now I can subscribe to throw it short. We might not do that a whole bunch. Oh my god. I think this is the first week I'm gonna go for the idea of putting only the backups in. I don't know why. I just kind of want a healthy team going into week 5. It's still so nice seeing these two got dev traits. I mean, honestly, with the dev trait, and if Josh Uche keeps doing what he's doing, I might take him out of weekly training and throw somebody else in, which I'm totally not opposed to. If you couldn't tell, I'm still a little sick. We aren't recording these all in one day, or in the course of 2 days like we did with season 1. So I should be getting better soon, hopefully, in one of these next videos. But yeah, I'm gonna knock all these out, or I guess, Alright, now I'm gonna knock all these out. See you at the injury report. I don't think there is a word that would describe my reaction if I got a 4th dev trait in this season. I just really don't know. We got a clean injury report. How much long? I think we get Antonio Gibson back next week. We get him back at week 5, not week 6. Let's go ahead and check out the Browns injury report. They're missing Deshaun Watson. Huh. Interesting. Nice. We take that. Ah. I mean, not that Deshaun Watson's been that good. He's kind of had a couple off the field incidents that have maybe taken away some of his ability to focus on football. Or Bill O'Brien did come out and say that he had to run a Clemson-styled offense in Houston in order for Deshaun to be successful, because Deshaun couldn't run an NFL offense. But that's just what I've heard. Tony Fields gets a upgrade point. Love that for our backup linebacker. And then, just as exactly how I planned, Kyle Lane gets the opportunity to develop while not seeing much playing time. I'm perfectly okay with that. All right, well, looking at the Browns, You have Myles Garrett at the top of your roster with Nick Chubb and Denzel Ward kind of capping off your 90s. Guess David Njoku would be there without the morale decrease. Then you got Wyatt Teller, Joel Bitonio, Greg Newsome, Zadarius Smith, Jerry Jeudy, Grant Del Pitt, Martin Emerson Jr., Mike Hall Jr. Not going to go down this whole roster. They've got some decent things in the top end, specifically offensive and defensive line. They've got two really good interior guards. Then both end positions are really solid. And I mean, I guess they also have three top end corners. Should be a pretty fun time. So one thing I like to do is I like to just take a scan over the trade block. And my reason for doing this is because, although Cameron will bitch about it, we have never had strict rules over the trade block. Like, we've typically just said, well, if they're in the trade block, it's fair game. And I'm kind of interested. Or, well, I can't say I'm exactly interested. I saw three players I'd be interested in. First off, I want to look at the Falcons, because I want to see this backup defensive end that's just not getting playing time because he's stuck behind Ruko Rohoro and Grady Jarrett, and they run a 3-4. I mean, what's this guy's deal? He's a power rusher. I don't think I'm gonna do this. All right, so I'm gonna be honest. I spent some time looking at the trade block. I didn't look too extensively. I was mainly looking just for positions I'd really be interested in. Because the trade block can be a great place to find strong value. And a guy like Mason McCormick is an example of that. Or, for example, I'm going to trade for this guy, Zach Zenter. Because the way that me and Cameron do things is we don't put a whole lot of emphasis on, like we kind of treat the trade block as fair game. And I don't imagine either of us would really take advantage of it. There are more guys that I've seen that I'd be very interested in bringing in, but I don't think it's, like, necessarily realistic. Like, I don't think Peyton Wilson would be a realistic addition. I don't think David Ojabo would be there. I don't think a couple of these guys would be here. So I'm not going to make a ton of moves and just trade for all these young guys that, I mean, it's essentially being able to get them on their rookie deal sooner. Now, I'm not going to bat an eye if he trades for one or two of these guys. I mean, I'm okay with it. But right now, my thought is that this guy has tackle size, has a tackle, what's it called? He's got tackle size, I think tackle upside, and a dev trait. I think a 3rd round pick for him. Fucking dick it. I'm not going to try and finesse a trade, but I'm going to try and get something that will happen. I personally think Anthony Jennings in the 3rd is more than enough. But, I mean, if I got to put... I never use my 5ths anyway. If I got to throw a 5th... Fuck you. If I've got to throw a 5th and a 7th in here to make this go through, so be it. Welcome Zach Zenter to the Patriots. And you know what? There was a defensive end I looked at that I liked, but I'm not going to go for him simply because I don't think it's my best move. Simply because I'm just not a fan, or like I'm not going to be able to develop him this year. Like that's not a secret. Like, I don't have the room in my training thing. So I'm not gonna add him. Actually, I need to do some thinking real quick. You know what? I'm not going to trade for the other guy. Because I think in terms of the realistic development of this team, I don't want to start like making trades for a team that I want. More so like keep a team that like I need. So I'm not gonna stretch it too far. I do need to reset the depth chart. Because I noticed my defense is messed up, but Zach Zinter not going to start. He's just going to be another backup piece. I expect him to be playing where CD Sow is next year. CD Sow, whatever his name is. I'm really hoping this guy. I'm hoping that Wiggins is our guy that develops. I'm not really all in on Darius, and that's mainly just because of the depth trait. I just can't lie about that. Him not having a depth trait really doesn't excite me. But it just kind of is what it is. I mean, I'm gonna keep him in practice. I'm gonna keep trying to develop him, and maybe that dev trait will come naturally. I am a real big fan of this rotation because I have seen Bullocks on the field a lot. And then I like this rotation because then Levi Onwuzurike gets on the field a lot. I don't want him. All right, defense. All right, defense is fixed, at least how I think I want it. I really love that the Browns are getting the ball first when they have a backup quarterback playing. I imagine there'll be a lot of emphasis on the run. If not, it's evident that this is a Madden game. As I don't even know who that is. I noticed no more Amari Cooper. We still have it Njoku and Judy. But I don't know who some of these guys are that are further down the depth chart. As we're going to send a blitz, not going to be successful. The story of our life with this team, is this Noah Gray? We tried to sign, oh well, I don't even know if we went for him or not. Alright, well, my hope that this would be an easy win because they have a backup quarterback is being proven wrong very quickly. But rookie Kevin Wiggins, one thing that I noticed with Wiggins is that he's really slow. And normally I would be a little concerned about that. But my main thought with him is, if he's slow, that probably means he's really good in the run game. Which essentially means he's gonna make sure his gap's fine. You're never gonna have to worry about it. Not often going to have to worry about it being through his gap. It wasn't there in this instance. But he's the guy you double team. Or, well, I guess you double team Barmore, but in terms of the run game, Wiggins is the guy you double team. I mean, alright, we got our first drive. We're looking to be on the quest of 4-0 as Keaton Mitchell gets a big run to start out the day. I'm a big fan of him, if I'm being honest. I don't know how much, like, I'll obviously have to see what the difference is between him and, what's his name? Antonio Gibson. Like, I'm gonna have to see, like, if there's a real difference between those two. But so far, Hunter Henry has been the MVP of this offense. He has been playing some really damn good football. I guess you could also put Drake May in that conversation. Drake May has also been doing really good, finding Hunter Henry for his 5th touchdown in 3 games. Multiple missed tackles on Nick Chubb. Only holding him to a gain of 3 is perfectly fine in my book. Marte Mapu meets him for a loss of 1. Mapu is a little concerning to me, at least right now. I'm hoping that, like, we're able to get a little stretch of development with him, because his tackling isn't as strong as I'd like it to be for a linebacker. I also really want to know what happened in that coverage there. So that's supposed to be Christian Gonzalez further back. Yeah, that's just tough. Yeah, Marte Mapu's tackling isn't exactly exceptional as Matthew Judon. Great get off. Judon hasn't produced much in terms of the running or the passing game, but I'll take that if we are. Big fumble forced by Mate Mapu. This is going to be brought back by Christian Gonzalez. Right as I was saying about Marte Mapu. I mean, he can start putting some big stats on the board. That works for me. Fuck, what was I saying before that, though? Oh, yeah, Matthew Judon hasn't produced much in the passing game, but in terms of the rushing game, I mean, that's all that matters in my book. I don't know if I should be, like, genuinely looking at that, but I saw a different quarterback warming up on the sideline. So I don't know if we injured number 10 when we did that. If that's the case, then we'll probably be going up against the punter as a QB. Nope, number 10's out there. I mean, that's a rough hit to take. I mean, especially not sliding, just fully accepting the hit stick. Pulling a Tua Tagovailoa with the, what's it called? Kevin Wiggins almost got the arm tackle there. Gonna see Judy in motion. Come on. There we go. Good job, Jelani Tavai. He's gonna be a linebacker that I think I'm gonna miss if this league goes past 4 years, because his ability to just be where the play is going to be doesn't make the tackle right there. Nick Chubb just not going down. An X Factor running back can just be really unfair. What are his abilities? Bruiser, more powerful truck, balance beam, and reach for it. Yep, he's that's a running back build, all right. Christian Barmore sets the edge. We got a holding call, most likely. So this is a face mask. Holding offense. Let's go. We're going to decline this. I don't think 1st and 10 is going to matter too much. So they're going to operate 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Farley, you bastard. I really hate the soft coverage. I'm honestly not a massive fan of it, but I mean, if we're going to run it, I don't blame him for taking advantage of it as Josh Uche gets a sack. Let's go. 2nd and 16. They are definitely in a passing situation. Take the underneath pass. Big hit from Jelani Tavai. Marte Mapu cleans it up. They got 3rd and 10. Running a screen. And, oh my god, Darius Bullocks comes onto the field for a massive tackle for loss. Let's go. Right before the 2-minute warning as well. So we are going to have the opportunity to score right before half, even if it is just a field goal. We'll let this roll into the end zone. And we'll take it at the 20. I don't know why I did that. It's been a while since we've been on offense. I mean, our defense being able to be on the field for a long time and not allow points is pretty stellar. But I'm not too crazy about the position that we're in, finding ourselves in 3rd and 10 so quickly. We're going to try and get somewhere with Keaton. I'm going to go for it here. Yeah, I'm gonna try something out. I'm kind of curious to see if this will work. My thought is that this team is really powerful on offense. And I have full belief that we should be able to use everything we have on all 4 downs. I think if we were in a situation where we're facing, like, really high levels of fatigue, we're gonna oh, that'd have been beautiful if we could have really cut back inside. But, I mean, we have a high-powered offense. If you think I'm not going to try and do something like that, you're crazy. To Mario Douglas touchdown, we're going to go up 21-7 with 40 seconds left in the half. Big fumble! Oh my lord. I'm not turning the gas off. We're going. That would have been a sick catch. Yeah, no, we are... Oh my god, Keaton Mitchell. Imagine if I scored a touchdown on that play. Like, I wish the change of direction was slightly better there. I understand you can't always get what you want. I think that's going to count as a sack. First one of the year for our offensive line, by the way. I really hope it didn't, but at the same time, what can you do? I'm going to try and get that to Javon Baker. That is tipped. I'm going to get that to Hunter Henry. It would be his second of the day. I'm going to guess the flag's on us. And we're putting it to Darius Smith. Roughing the passer defense. Let's go. Oh, they're going to try and go for a drive. Okay. Oh, no, they're running it. Jelani Tavai, tackle. This clock's probably going to run out. 28-7 is your score at half. For those of you that use Elgato capture cards, let me know what you think, because let me tell you, I got a new one, because I was like, let me see if I can up the quality a little bit. This thing gives me nothing but issues. Like, I know in one of my games it froze my computer. So I had to do a live computer reset in the middle of the game. And I'm like, thank God I'm not playing on PC. Like, I'm playing on Xbox this time around, but that's actually, like, somewhat annoying. And one thing I just thought about, I have not had to run the ball at all this game. Which I'm honestly pretty okay with. Because I would say this is a pretty good front seven, as we're not going to get the first. I guess Keaton Mitchell's down to run this. I have full belief that we can get this, as I was not expecting number 53 to just come right off the edge. Alright, well, that was a bad idea, but we're up by 21, so if I'm being honest, I'm not that worried about it. Oh, please don't slide again. Please don't slide again. Takes a big hit at the one. Number 80's hurt. This is probably going to be a run play. Marte Mapu gets a sack off a blitz. Let's go. Yeah, I'm going to run the... Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to run... I want this. Meet Mr. Nick Chubb in the hole. Big fumble. Recovered in the end zone. That could have been huge for us. That could have been absolutely huge. Oh my god. So, I'm just, like, trying, but they're filling gaps pretty good. I'm pretty sure that's Jordan Hicks. But, I mean, if they can't cover the pass to save their life, I mean, I have no problem torching them in the pass game. As Emerson Jr., the guy who made the tackle for loss on the play before. We'll go ahead and do something like this. Try and create a little bit of separation. Like when Thornton having a pretty big day. You can't say the same for Javon Baker. But I'm not really... I should have just committed to running to the sideline there. I don't know why I hesitated. As much as I'll comment on Javon Baker not making like all these big plays, I mean, I feel like Javon Baker's yards are really fucking Keaton Mitchell are going to happen very naturally. I'm having a feeling I should do this. I mean, I'm not exactly excited about the idea of... What? I wasn't down! Are you kidding? So, where's this first down marker? There isn't one. Fucking fantastic. Alright, wait, no, it's that yellow striped guy. I'm challenging this. Are you fucking kidding me? Wow. Wow. I feel like I just got kind of fucked there. Wow. I'm in a little bit of disbelief right now, as we're just gonna let Jerry Jeudy get the catch. That is like really confused me. I mean, I can't blame the Browns at all. I mean, they have been capitalizing on every misstep we've taken. I love that I'm in the passing lane and, like, just nothing. I really wish this team got interceptions, like it forced fumbles. I don't know what it is, but I feel like... I don't know. Why do I got 3 guys covering David Njoku? I don't understand that. Why aren't you sticking in your zones? Find it a little concerning that we haven't scored in the second half. 2 of them, 2 sets largely my fault. But I mean, or at least the first one. I don't know. The second one, I still think doesn't matter. Keaton Mitchell gets his revenge. I think he got screwed over on a bad spot, but kickoff return's going to help out with that. I'm happy that this game has happened the way that it's happened, though, because I'm starting to be quite excited to get Antonio Gibson back. There was part of me that was kind of nervous that in Gibson's absence, I'd find a stud in Keaton Mitchell. And while I do think he's good, like, I'd be very happy with him as my, like, long-term starter-esque piece. I don't think he's just got what Antonio Gibson can do now. So he'll continue to be the backup once Gibson's back. I don't have any questions regarding that. Why did I not go for it? We are getting shit on by a backup QB. That is exactly how I'm looking at this right now. Thank God that was a bad pass. That's the other thing. This backup QB hasn't really played like a backup QB. I mean, I'm definitely going to want to look at his player card after this game. Alright, we finally get 2 linebackers back onto the field. Good job, Jelani Tavai. That was fantastic. Really would love a good pass rush right now. The 3rd and 2. None of our superstar guys are on the field right now. Get there, Anzurike! Let's go! A split sack between Anzurike and whoever number 8 is. I think that might be the backup left end. I really have no idea, but that's pretty big play. We're going to allow a touchdown. Fuck me. So far, I've got a main thing that's been playing in my brain. We are an incredible team. Like, we have a lot of potential. But we cannot let these teams get back into the game. We gotta really treat them like they're the Bills. Because we did not let the Bills get back into the game at all. And we let teams like the Jets, or I feel like the Jets were, we kept the Jets in the game. As somebody goes down, we might be seeing, alright, Kendrick Green comes onto the field. And Keaton Mitchell, finally able to bust open some rushing yards. I'm not crazy about that. We'll go ahead and keep Kendrick Green in. Incomplete pass on 1st down. 2nd down. Javon Baker gets taken out of the game. Not exactly thrilled about that idea, but we're able to get it to Tyquan Thornton down to the 8. Not going to complain about that. Baker's still off the field. I'm not a fan of any of these. I don't know why I'm like stuck in this like set of plays. Javon Baker back onto the field. He gets a touchdown. I think this game ball might go to Drake May, because we have just been able to pass all day. I'm not gonna lie, it'd be really cool to be able to get like a play of like a picture of the offensive line. Because, like... Oh, that actually just reminded me. I'm really curious to know if that one play was considered a sack or not. Because I'd really prefer, if that is going to be considered a sack, if... You wonder what I saw? I saw Matthew Judon get thrown to the ground. That's what I saw. And, yeah. You know, because they did that, I'm not interested in taking my foot off the gas yet. If that was picked, I would have fucking thrown my controller. I'm being this kind of coach right now. I'm not happy with how we have played in this second half, if I'm being completely honest. So, Drake May is definitely getting this game ball. I'm just saying. Get out of bounds. That was not a great play call. This could be a Demario Douglas touchdown. What? Away team struggles hearing hot routes inside the end zone. That is so fucking stupid. Alright, well, we got Myles Garrett being fucking Myles Garrett. Alright, we got 3rd and goal. I have an idea for a play. And we're not able to get the ball out. Drake May fumbles off a sack. I guess I deserve that. Oh, perfect. We get the ball back. Just at the 13-yard line. A sack probably still counts, which is annoying, but that is totally not pass interference. I don't know why I threw that. Number 9. Call the flag. Look at this. Let's watch Hunter Henry right now. That is, like, definition pass interference. That is ridiculous. Of course, that counts as a pick for us, which I'm not crazy about, but I think that is just absolutely ridiculous, but can't really do much about that. We absolutely dominated the Cleveland Browns. The score doesn't represent that, but I mean, we were 28-7 at half. We just played like shit in the second. We got to learn how to close games. This is definitely a Drake May game ball, though. Oh, Kyle Barton's a rookie? That's annoying. Drake May, 16 for 27, 260. 4 for 1 TD INT. Rushing yards, don't really have much to comment on. Receiving-wise, Hunter Henry and Tyquan Thornton really had good days. Javon Baker, catch for a touchdown. It's kind of been hard to get him active, but I mean, if I'm able to get Thornton and Douglas the ball, we're fine. Michael Onwenu is the one who allows our sack. Kind of disappointing. I would have preferred it to be on the other guy, but our rule is that we can allow 1 sack as long as Onwenu plays in every single game. 3 forced fumbles. Apparently, we only recovered 1 defensively. This team is really good. It's just, you got to look at the score summary. Oh, they don't show the graph. But it's like, they score first. Hunter Henry, touchdown. Christian Gonzalez, touchdown. Demario Douglas, touchdown. Hunter Henry, touchdown. Then Browns, touchdown. Browns, touchdown. We get a touchdown. Browns, us, Browns. It's like, we can't allow... We simply can't allow them to score 28 points in the second half for them to make it a close game. That just can't happen in the future. Alright, we got staff points to spend. We rolled a 4-0. I guess that's really what matters. We've just... What makes me nervous about how we've been playing is Cameron will come back against us in a fourth quarter, in a second half. So it's like, we really cannot turn off the gas whatsoever. I mean, stats-wise, we are looking pretty incredible right now. I mean, 60% completion rating, 13 touchdowns, probably leads the NFL. I mean, obviously it's going to lead it because we're a game ahead, but, I mean, I think we're in a strong position where we're at. Obviously, our rushing numbers aren't going to be too proportionate, but I'm ready to see where we're going to be. Tyquan Thornton really had a big catch-up game. We spread the ball around quite a bit, which I'm okay with. Obviously, Hunter Henry has been our dominant target in the red zone. All 6 touchdowns in the last 3 games. So, I mean, we just gotta keep our current path forward. Yeah, I didn't want to mention anything about this until we got a sack, but our offensive line has been playing very, very well. Josh Uche's also been having a really good season, too. Love to see more picks, though, but I mean, we're forcing the fumbles. How are we doing on turnovers? We'll probably have a little bit of this conversation with CM Freeze. We're going to have a conversation with him pretty soon. But, yeah, I mean, we're looking pretty solid. My only concern right now is CM Freeze, if I'm being completely honest. I'm not concerned about any CPU team. Our team's way too good. If we lose, it's because of me, not because of the CPU team.